Hey everybody, in today's video we're going to be looking at how to look at our step information using the step glance on the Garmin Instinct 2 watch. Now I'm using the solar version. It shouldn't matter if you've got the solar version or the 2S. This video should work the same for everybody. I will say, however, this is for the Instinct 2. There's an Instinct 1 out there and it's considerably different than the 2 with regard to step information. I've done a video in the past on the Instinct 1 if you need to review that. The main difference between the Instinct 2 and the Instinct 1 is the Instinct 1 you could actually turn off activity tracking. The Instinct 2 you cannot, at least as of May 2022, you cannot turn off activity tracking. And some of you might be sitting there saying, well, why is that such a big deal? If you're somebody like me that uses another activity tracker, like I've got my Fitbit here, you can go on the Garmin Connect app and you can load your steps from a different tracker into your Garmin Connect account so it keeps all of your step information. Well, because on the Instinct 2, you can't turn off activity tracking, every day you wear it, you will accumulate step data. That will go into Garmin Connect and you can't override step data in Garmin Connect if you've got steps for that given day. So if you're somebody that uses a Fitbit or some other activity tracker for your steps and you track it in Garmin Connect, this might not be the best option of a watch for you. So enough about that. Let's look at our step information. Let's assume you want to track your steps. So you're using your Garmin Instinct 2. The first place you can do that is by adding it as a data field on your watch face. You can see I've got it added up here. The 2 feet icon shows you that your steps. Every watch face has this data field available and you can pretty much put it in any of the data fields you want to, with a couple small exceptions. Using this, you're only going to be able to see your steps for the current day, but it's nice because you can always glance at your watch face and see your steps. The other thing you can do is you can install the step glance. Now I'm going to use the up or down button on the left-hand side, and I'm going to go down to my step glance. You can see I've got my weather glance. This is the one we're looking for. It says steps. It shows my steps for the current day, what we saw on the watch face, but it also shows my goal for the day. Now you can set your goal however you want to. I've got mine set at 10,000 steps a day. Some people like having the goal move automatically based on your steps for the last few days. I just pretty much keep mine set at a daily value and trying to hit that value every day. You've got a bar here that shows where you are versus what your goal is. If I press the GPS button, it will take me into the glance itself and I can see a couple of different fields that show me some other information, a couple of different screens that show me other information. The first one's kind of a waste. It's basically showing you the same thing you saw on the previous screen. It's just a little bit bigger. I guess for people who have poor eyesight, this is nice. We've got our current steps for the day, our goal, and then again, we've got a graph going around showing us how close we are to our goal. If I press the up or down button, we can go look at some other information for our steps. You can see over the last 7 days, these are the steps I've hit versus my daily goal. Again, I've got my current day step information up top, my goal and my current steps, and then we've also got a streak counter. That's how many days in a row you've hit your goal. If I press the down button one more time, we can kind of see the same thing, except this one, instead of showing us it in steps, it shows us it in distance using whatever units we've got predefined on the watch. I've got mine in miles. So for today, I've walked 0.6 miles, and then again, we can see the distance I've traveled over the last 7 days. Those are your available glances. The only other thing you can really do from here is if you press and hold the menu button on the left side, it'll take you into your step options. If you press the GPS button under step options, you can go do some other health related things like heart rate, pulse oximeter, move alert, your goal alerts, when you hit your goal, should it alert you or not, and then move IQ. Go ahead and press the back button once we're done looking at the glance. It'll take us back to our glance loop. Press back one more time, it'll take us back to our watch face. Now, obviously, you can go out to Garmin Connect as well and look at your step information. Garmin Connect will always show you a little bit more history than you can see on your watch. But that's a quick look at using the step glance on our Garmin Instinct 2 watch. As always, I hope the video helps. Thanks for watching.